Welcome everyone to this online seminar called Restart Teaching After the Lockdown within the group eTwinning at Home and Back to School. I'm very happy to have here today with us Annalisa, Emanuela and Rosanna. And without further ado, I would like to pass them the floor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marta. We are very happy to be here with you. And first of all, I want to share with you a poll that I have prepared so to know about. Okay, here is the first question. What level of school do you teach? Just to have an idea about the teachers that are attending this webinar. And I can start. I'm Annalisa Di Piero. I teach English at Technical High School in Pisa, in Tuscany. And I'm an eTwinning ambassador. And when Marta asked us to run a webinar on the restarting of the school after the summer break and after the lockdown, we were very happy to explain how the Italian system, the Italian schools worked. But since the beginning of the school here, many things changed and many decisions were taken by the government to fight against the virus. So our presentation changed many times. Here is our last presentation. So I can see, as you can see, the results of the poll that there is a big number of primary teachers. So Emanuela, who teaches in a primary school, can give you some information about this level of school. Okay, now I have another poll for you. Sorry. What type of teaching are you using now? Remote learning, in presence, mixed? So we can check, we can compare your method of teaching and the Italian at the moment. So waiting for the participants' votation, I can start talking about the situation in Italy. But the situation in Europe is almost the same. Everything is very worrying and uncertain, and from time to time there is a new hotspot, and severe measures are taken. So the strict restriction taken last spring together with the lockdown made Italy safer than other countries. In September, all the schools restarted in presence, following some anti-COVID procedures, but the situation has changed now. And because of the massive use of means of transport, to get to school, the spreading of the virus became very dangerous and worrying. So here is the presentation how the Italian school system has reacted according to the three different levels of education: primary, 6-10, secondary low level, 11-14, and secondary high level, 14-19. So now Emanuela can start her presentation.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, we can.
Good afternoon, colleagues. It's a pleasure to be here with you once again. This team of Italian teachers led two webinars about e-learning during the lockdown. Fortunately, the schools in Italy reopened in September. Today, I would like to show you the organization that the Italian government and the Minister of Education decided on to prevent COVID-19 in primary school. I think I can move my slide, Annalisa. It's okay. Okay.
Okay,
Before
perfect.
going to my main
Okay.
topics, I need to add something. The situation in Italy is changing day by day. Now Italy is divided into different colors depending on the COVID situation. My region at the moment is red, which means more restrictions. Here, schools are open only from pupils from 3 to 11 years old. In other regions, the situation is different. Anyway, I want to tell you about the situation from September until now. At the beginning of September, teachers had to take off from the walls any kind of stuff, posters, drawings. In addition, each classroom had to be empty. In other words, only the teachers' and pupils' desks and chairs were allowed. In that way, it could be easier to clean the classroom frequently and to maintain a safe distance. The health and safety manager decided on the maximum numbers of people to be in each classroom. Then, teacher measured the right distance between each table and put some sticker on the floor. Another rule is that students cannot leave anything at school. They have to put all their things in the school bags. I have noticed that now my students are more organized than before. The students from 6 years old have to wear a mask. They were able to take it off when they were sitting at the desk, but from this week they have to wear it all day long. It is very hard. It is impossible to understand their voices well, especially when they read. Moreover, I can see their expressions, and those who wear glasses have got more problems. But I'm happy that we are at school together. You have to think of each class as a bubble. The pupils that are in the third class can't play with, work with, or meet students that are in the second class and vice versa. For this reason, every morning in the school playground, you can see different areas and in each area a group of students. Teacher, before entering the building, have to check the temperature, and after that, students wearing a mask can enter in a single row. In the hall, they have to clean their hands with disinfectant. The government suggests starting outdoor learning, but not all schools have got gardens or a park near the building. Fortunately, near my school there is a big old park, and when it is possible, we go down to play or to do lessons. Also, when students are out, they have to be separated from the other classes. We need to trace a lot of information in case of a coronavirus infection. Each school has to provide a coronavirus room. It is necessary when a student is ill and has to wait for their parents to take them home. If they fall sick, they have to stay at home immediately and wait 2 days from being healthy before returning to school. Also, teachers have to respect the same rule. They can't go to work if they are sick, even if they have got a simple cold. For this reason, the Ministry of Education has allocated extra teachers to each school for this year. They are called COVID teachers. They are very useful when pupils go to the canteen because you need one teacher for each class, even if there are only 2 or 3 pupils in the class. Usually, one teacher could assist on about 20 students from different classes during the lunch. But now, because of the bubbles, this is impossible. Another change that we have had is that when a student asks to go to the toilet, we have to register the name and the exact time on the teacher register to trace possible contact with a pupil from another class. Furthermore, there is one toilet for each class. As you can imagine, the method of doing lessons is quite different from the past. This is the situation in Italy for primary school, but we need to ask ourselves, how do we feel? How do pupils feel? I want to start with the second question. It seems that my students have accepted the situation better than me. They have never complained until now. They are happy and they are working hard. I am, in the other hand, a bit sad. I'm quite depressed because I can't do what I would like to do. I look like the teachers that I had when I was young in a boring class. I know it is for safety and it is temporary, but I am not free to do my best. Anyway, I started with a new eTwinning project about art because art and feelings are connected and help us to express our emotions. I hope this strange and unexpected period will teach us to appreciate day-to-day life more and more. Thank you for your attention. Now my colleague Rosanna is going to give you some information about the situation in secondary school. But before starting, I have prepared a Mentimeter. But the number is changing the last day, so it's not a 252 but I wrote the new number in the chat. The new number is one moment, 5, I think, one moment. The new number is 5573051. Okay. At the end of this webinar, we will show your answer. You have to answer 3 words. The question is, how do your students feel during this COVID situation, this pandemic?
There are
more
three
than 3
options
words.
that you can choose.
Okay. The number is, okay, 5573051. Okay. Now, Rosanna, it's your turn.
Thank you. Thank you, Emanuela. Good afternoon. Sorry. Okay. My name is Rosanna Viglietta. I'm a teacher in a lower secondary school of English and special needs and an eTwinning ambassador. Our school is also an eTwinning school. Being a teacher in special needs in Italy is being not only the teacher of one student, but of the whole class. For this reason, I usually cooperate with my colleagues in planning from lessons to activities. I'm also an ICT counselor in my comprehensive school, which involves 3 different levels of students' ages: pre-primary school, primary school, and lower secondary school. For this reason, I cooperate with teachers and I have contact also with parents and students. From the beginning of August, we are preparing our school to face the new year. In my role as ICT counselor, I prepared documents and G Suite platform for the possibility of a new lockdown. While some areas of Italy are in the school are in quarantine and they must keep going with distance learning, we are physically going to school. It could happen that only a class could be isolated or in quarantine. By the way, pre-primary, primary and secondary school of low grade continue to attend the school. In this way, disadvantaged students could receive more help at school. Even if the school supplies devices, they face more problems to attend the lessons online. We prepare a document to organize the distance learning called Digital Integrated Document. Then Annalisa is going to present and examine this point soon for you. Students have to attend online lessons every day. The digital integrated distance learning is defined as a new innovative methodology which integrates the traditional aspect of the school with an innovative way of teaching learning process. Innovative. For this reason, we are preparing the students to use G Suite, so the Google platform, and some apps. We are explaining to the students of the first year how to log in, to fill a form, to create a document, pages, and so on, and to improve the digital competence, to interact, communicate, and collaborate through digital technologies, to protect devices, personal data in digital environments. During the lockdown, our project La Vita è Bella was a success for our students. Sorry. Life is Beautiful is from Benigni's famous film. And at the beginning, we organized video conference with the students. Then, after the lockdown, we organized a lot of forum on the Twin Space, and students described their feelings in those forums. We shared emotions in the Twin Space. As we can see here, the first part, video conference, and the second part, during the lockdown, we organized forum. This year, we are organizing new eTwinning projects. At first, we can't organize the open day at school, where we usually present our activities, eTwinning, coding, third print, and so on. For this reason, we are planning a project which involves the last year of the primary school and the first year of the secondary school. We use the Twin Space to share ideas, emotions, and so on. Then we start new projects about sustainability and a new project with the students of Malta about friendship. The new title is from Rino Gaetano's song, The Sky is Always Bluer. But the sky is always bluer, we tell each other. eTwinning is a good opportunity to organize cooperative learning among students of the same school and together with students of other schools. The new title would convey confidence and tranquility to our students in this period. As last year, we are going to involve our students in a virtual trip organized by an Italian engineer, Boiolo, the Italian referent of Code Week. We could not organize a school trip in our area, in Italy and abroad. For this reason, we are going to organize virtual trip in December. Students of primary school and first year and second year of the secondary school participate choosing one of the three colors, green, yellow, and red, on the device, and they answer in this way to the questions of Boiolo. Last year, roughly 6,000 students took part in the event. It was a great experience, visit of museums, of the town, coding activities, online, and so on. We hope in this difficult period we succeed in motivating our students to learn and in preparing them as the future active citizens. Thank you for your attention. Now, Annalisa Di Piero is going to present to you her experience in secondary school. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Rosanna. Can you hear me? Okay, so just a few days ago, new rules have been decided by our Prime Minister. He didn't agree for a full lockdown, for all the country. So he took some decisions according to the level of infections. The country has been divided in three colors, red, orange, and yellow, according to the spreading of the virus. And the precautions are different in the three areas. As you can see in the map, there are some regions that are red. That means that the spreading of the virus is very high, while there are other regions that are orange. So the spreading is medium, and then there are the most of the regions in Italy are yellow. So as Emanuela and Rosanna already told you, their level of school is attending the lessons in presence. No, Emanuela, yes, because the level of school is primary for Manuela and low secondary for Rosanna. So this level of school, the primary, they have, all of them have lessons in presence. About the high school is different. It was decided to reactivate the remote learning. The high schools were really in danger because every day there were new infected students and teachers, and every time that there was a positive person, all the class and the teachers who had lessons in that class had to go into quarantine. So it's very difficult for the school to guarantee lessons. Now has been decided that technical high schools have to restart the 75% of lessons in remote learning and the remaining 25% in presence using laboratories. If the school doesn't use labs like grammar schools, the remote learning is full, 100% of lessons. The Education Minister asked the school in September to prepare a document where the rules of the digital integrated learning had to be decided and be transparent. Such as what platform to use, Google Suite or Microsoft 365 were suggested because they seemed the most reliable for privacy reasons. How long the lessons should be, 45 minutes maximum, not to be too tiring for the students. The way of participating to the video lessons, the video camera on and wearing an appropriate dress code. The use of an electronic register where to write the students' attendance, marks, homework, etc. In this situation, it's not the technology that makes the difference, obviously. Using the technological devices or digital tools for education is not enough. What is necessary is a change in the methodology of teaching. What is important is to implement a more inclusive methodology, for example, the flipped classroom, the project-based learning, and eTwinning belongs to this type of teaching because it's a project-based learning. The CLIL, that is Content Language Integrated Learning, and adopted new strategies, for example, debating, digital storytelling, gamification, visual thinking. So if you want to learn something more about these methodologies and these strategies, you can also join a group in eTwinning that is called Methodologies and Digital Tools, that is managed by Emanuela, Rosanna, and me, where you can find a lot of information on methodologies. There are many pages where methodologies and strategies carried out, are shown, and also there are a lot of webinars held in many languages: Italian, English, Spanish, French, and where you can also join and add your experiences. So you can share with us your experiences to learn better how to change our methods, how to implement new methods of teaching during this period of remote learning, but also mixed learning. What I saw during the pods results about the type of teaching that you are using now, I can see that a big amount of you is using the mixed teaching. So maybe I think that you could be interested in using, going deeper in some methodologies. The name of the group is Methodologies and Digital Tools. So here is our presentation. Thank you very much. So now we are here for you. If you have questions, we can answer your questions about yes, but I can't. Maybe it's better if you, Manuela, I make you a presenter so you can share your screen where it's possible to see the results.
Okay. This is our group. This is the results. Okay.
So the students feel very anxious, worried, confused, stressed, scared. Many
in the primary school
adjectives, yes. Many words to express their confusion, but they are also, someone is also happy. Someone is yes. In primary school, yes, it's different because sensibility of the students is different. Okay, very interesting. Thank you everyone for answering these
on the chat also.
These questions. So, Emanuela, can you share again? Okay, yes, our group. So yes. If you want to, yes. Have you got any questions for us? There is a very big number of participants, so if you want to ask us any question, please don't be shy.
Yes, we can definitely have a space for the questions now. So thank you very much for your presentation. And now please participants, if you have a questions, you can type them in the chat.
They ask about the collaborative tools, Annalisa. Depends. I can.
Collaborative
If you want, I can
tools.
share and tell me what I have to do.
Okay, I would like to share my screen, but okay, I can answer without. Okay, thank you. If we talk inside an eTwinning project, a collaborative tool can be the forum, because in the forum it's possible to start conversation, discussion among students. They can share their ideas, answer a question, so it's
What do you
possible
want, Annalisa? I hope.
to share. I can, if you wait just a minute, I can, oh no, I can't open because I'm with another account, not with mine. No, you can't enter. I would like to show a project of mine at the moment that is very, where the forum is very used, but I can't because the account is not mine, but it's different. Yes. Google Drive is a very collaborative, but there is also another tool that is called Coggle, and it's a mind map. Is a mind map that is possible to share with the students, and the students can work together at the same time. They can write, they can fill in the map. It's very useful. Then it's possible. Yes, and Tricider is possible to collaborate, to share information. For example, if you want to choose a slogan for your project, or if you want to choose a logo, everything, you can use Tricider. But also, if you want to use the Google app for education, there are a lot of possibilities. For example, there is the Jamboard. You can use a Jamboard while you are having your lessons. That is a board like a sort of blackboard. Yes, Emanuela is opening it. Is a board that is possible to share with the students, writing the account of the student, or also is possible to add the Jamboard to the classroom. So if you have opened a classroom with your student, you can write the link of the Jamboard so the student can access, can enter and write on the Jamboard as Emanuela has showing you. There are some stickers. They can write on the stickers. You can choose the color. The students can choose the colors, different colors For example, you can divide the class in groups. You can say, oh, the group that belongs to the red stickers have to write this and this. The students that belong to the yellow stickers have to write something else, and so on. This is a very useful tool. But also you can share a document with your student. If you have opened a classroom with your student where there are a lot of people, a lot of students, you can create a document and share a document with each single student, the same document with each single student. This is really important when you want to carry out a written test, for example. You can share, you can prepare the test, you can
Another
write
question,
what the
Annalisa,
students
about
have to
responsibilities.
answer, and then you can share
In our school, we ask students and
a
parents
document with
to sign
each single
a
student.
document about responsibility and use social in a good way, respect, and also privacy and copyright. If you want to tell you something, Annalisa, about this.
Yes, the same for us. I think that it's the same everywhere in Italy. At the beginning of the school year, the parents have to sign, have to accept a document, an agreement between the school and the parents, where the parents accept to that the account, their son's account, or photos, everything will be treated by the school in a privacy way, in a safety way. So the students can join classroom, for example. If you stop sharing, Emanuela, I can share.
Annalisa, and they have also to respect the etiquette, so all the rules online, students and parents too.
Yes. Okay, you can add, if you want, you can add something. Susanna?
Yes,
Say
for
something?
instance, they have to be on time when the lesson starts in the morning. They have to respect the other students and also the teacher. They have to switch on the camera, and they have to study as in presence.
Okay, yes. Okay, here there are my classroom. I've got 5 classes, and just this morning I asked my students of the class to answer, and here is a document that I shared with them, so you can see the question, the evaluation grid, and the answer of the students. So each student got his own document. as you can see here. Then they submitted the document, and I can evaluate. I can give them a mark. Are there any questions?
Online lessons do you teach us today? Depends of the level.
Okay, I have read
depends on the level of the students.
Someone who wrote about yes, about Padlet, but there are also many other tools.
Many hours of Annalisa do you?
There are many other tools.
So how many hours? The hour is
for example, ThinkLink is a very interesting tool. A day. Yes, right. I want to show you.
Santina asked for you, Annalisa, how do you bring eTwinning projects into secondary high school classes?
45 minutes at each lesson, yes. And
how do you?
I have 18 lessons a week. So it depends. A day I can have 3 lessons or 4 lessons or 5. It depends. But for the week I have 18 lessons. In which all the classes I can have I can work with students. Oh my god, I don't know why I can't access. Let me check. Okay, look at here is ThinkLink. This was created by some students, or better, I created the image, and then I share with the students who brought. This was about environment, so they brought some solutions. You can also have, this was very easy, very simple, but you can also add pictures, photos, everything you want. And this is a very useful tool to use with your students. eTwinning projects are possible everywhere, from the pre-primary school to the high school. Each level of school can can implement an eTwinning project, because it's always very interesting for the students, because they have the possibility to share with other European students their own fears, dreams, desires, problems. So it's always very useful. And then it's possible to learn in a peer method, peer to peer. So the students learn better when there is this possibility, when there is another person of the same age that teaches something. I'm answering now what Konstantinos is asking. I don't need the permission to use the tool from the parents because this is part of my teaching. I teach in a digital way. I use technology to teach, so I don't need to ask any permission. Is accepted by the parents. They are not worried about this. Yes, it's ThinkLink is really similar to Genially. I have used also Genially. It's a very collaborative tool. And I have used Genially just in a eTwinning project. For example, here is a summer greetings. This Genially was created at the end of last school year, where the student wrote their greetings at the end of an eTwinning project. It's very similar, as you can see, to ThinkLink. There is an image on the background, and the students can add text, images, videos. They can record their voices. So many opportunities. Here, up on the right, you can share with the students. And the students, all the students of the school have the same, we can say, institutional account. That is the name of the school. My school is called Da Vinci Fascetti. This is my school. I live in Pisa. As you can see here, there is the Miracle Square. And back to the square, there is my school that is called Da Vinci Fascetti. So all the students have the same account. Name dot surname davincifascetti.it. So the privacy of the students is respected in this way, because the student has not to use his own account, his own credentials, but the credentials that were given by to him by the school. This is possible the same when they use Classroom, when they use Jamboard, everything.
Typing to
We work
about
when
the
we have
physical
lessons
education.
with Meet.
I don't know.
In
it's
the Google
possible
Suite.
outside, inside in the gym with mask, and
all the students
have to stay 2 meters far from the other. It's very difficult, and it's not possible in Piedmont. In my region, it's not possible. People that arrive from different I don't know,
Okay, tell me if there are
athletics
any
or other
any
to help
questions,
my
more
colleagues.
questions.
I don't teach physical education, but it's very difficult. It's possible only outside, and inside it's very difficult with the mask. It's crazy. It's crazy. Very, very. It's a big problem. I don't know what happened.
Yes.
Yes, with the physical education is a problem, but teachers in my school are doing theoretical lessons or ask students to prepare presentation about topics, general topics like health or also environment. Is not possible. Sometimes teachers do ask the students to use to carry out some exercises, and they watch the students in by the video camera. So they ask the students to do exercises. They also do exercises at home, and by the video camera on, the students can perform
We can go
exercises.
outside
I don't know what
the
happened
school
in
and do simple
Rosalba's
exercises.
level of
Writing,
So we
writing
can't
about
play
music.
football, for
Also,
instance.
music is
And sometimes we
difficult
have
because
the
we can't sing
theoretical
singing, and
aspect of
we
the
can't
lesson
use
with Tom.
instrument because every time it could be necessary disinfectant to the instrument. It is not possible because we haven't time, and uh, it's a very strange school year.
Yes, true. In our school we don't teach music, but I think that music is a real problem. Yes, but anyway, everything is possible to do uh, online. So there is a teacher on her side that acts, performs something, and then the student on the other side, on his side, can show the teacher how is doing something, exercises, physical exercises, or music. It's not the same, obviously, as when you are in presence, but in some way we can do something. What is important is that we don't shouldn't make students feel alone, feel abandoned. You know, the students need to feel that the teacher is with him, is working with him, is working for him in every way, in every possible. So anyway, I don't use digital tools also now that we are in remote learning. I always use digital tools, even if when I had lessons in presence. It's just my way of teaching, using this type of tools. Also Kahoot, for example, many gaming tools or virtual worlds. About debating, there was a question about debating. About debating, also it's possible to perform debating online. Last year, I was very surprised because my student asked me to debate. They chose a topic. I was surprised because I thought at the beginning I thought that it was not possible um, to carry out a debate online in this way. But they told me that they would try. So we started. Um, the class was divided, the students themselves, they divided into groups. The group who was pros and the group who was against. So they talked, they had some minutes each to talk, to express their reasons on the topic. And they started debating, and it was really, really interesting. Also because during the time they debated
We can hear your
three
students.
lessons for 3 lessons. And
I'd like
during
to add some
that
information
time,
because,
some
in my
students
experience,
changed their mind.
the relationships
They
with
started at the
parents
beginning. They
increase
started
better and better. They
with
understand that the
a
teacher
precise
spend a lot of
idea on
time,
the
a lot of
topic, but
energy,
at the
but
end or
the
during the
methodology
debating, they
that
changed their idea. So at the end, the idea was completely upside down. And this was really interesting, important, because, you know, have a fluid mind. It's really important. It's a clever way of living the life. Always be open to change your mind. And then there is also an important tool that is called Scribe-by-Pub. Here was the debating that my students carried out. The debating was about the technology. At the end, as you can see on the left, here there are the names of the students, different teams, pros and against, cons, and at the end you can also have an ebook that it's very the students can write their ideas and they can also record their voice. So if you want to evaluate them, you can. Mm. I would like, okay. Here is the preview. Here is the cover that was chosen and created by a student. Here there are all the information about the debate. And
technology doesn't make you dumb. The real issue is that technology is a very new thing that we are still exploring every single day, and as such, people are going to make mistakes while using it.
Can you hear the student that
I
is...
can't imagine not start with an.
Sorry? Oh, very
Such
well.
mistakes could lead to bigger issues, but in the end, the problem is not technology itself, but the person using it.
Okay, this was just an example. He also used some references to external website. And then there was also,
In conclusion, uses of technology.
at the end of the debating, there are the two teams that have their final debate just to convince in some way someone else. So here is an example how it's possible to do debating in a digital way and in remote learning. I don't know, maybe
So,
Rosanna can tell us something about
we
the
have
school, about
we have a lot of
her
experience with eTwinning,
experiences.
and we use the tools you have already shown. Think, Link, Padlet. We use the G Suite, Google Classroom, and it is a great experience. Students love to have, above all, a video conference with other schools and to know other students all over Europe. And I think eTwinning is a great opportunity to open the minds of our students and to prepare them for their future. But we use not the debate, but the other tools, yes. So generally, I think Link, Edpuzzle, and so on. How do parents feel about eTwinning? When they know what it is eTwinning, they are happy. We present every year eTwinning at the open day and also at the end of the school. We prepare an event usually on the 9th of May, so for the Europe's Day, and they love eTwinning, yes. They love video conference. They would like also to participate with us. It is not possible, but they love and also eTwinning. We have to explain them what it is, and then they are enthusiastic.
Project in my school year. Is enough. Thank you. Oh, I hope. I hope. See you. Bye. Okay. Thank you, Marta.
So thank you very much to the three of you. I see a lot of positive comments in the chat. So I think it was really inspiring and useful for the participants. Thank you very much for being here today with us. I don't know if you would like to share something else. Feel free to do it.
I can't share any of my eTwinning project because I accessed with the credential that you gave me, Marta. So if I access with mine, maybe I lose
Yes, maybe we could have another online
possibility
seminar to
be
show the
part
project, actually.
of this meeting. Yes, otherwise too long. I think that maybe everyone is
So
tired
thank you very
after
much,
an
really,
hour of
again.
listening.
It has been a pleasure working with you, and I'm sure we will stay in contact for further collaboration. You need to keep us updated on the development of the colors in Italy, of course.
We
Let's
hope
so.
that all the regions can
So
become
thank you to all the
white.
participants. I hope you enjoyed the seminar. And yes, please, Annalisa,
Thank you.
if you want to
I hope
conclude.
that, yeah. Yes, I hope that the meeting was interesting for the participants. Thank you, Rosanna and Emanuela, and join who wants can join our group on eTwinning, methodologies and digital tools. That is not in competition with the European group. It's two
Okay, thank you
different,
very much. I'm
completely
going to stop
different
the recording
groups.
now, and thank you to all the participants for being